Good morning, Chantilly. Today is Thursday, September 11th, 2025.
And in this week's show, it's
Remembering 9/11.
the weekly sports roundup.
And now, I'm Carolyn Murphy,
And I'm Kaylee Torino.
and here are your morning announcements. Today, varsity golf plays away at Centerville at the Twin Lakes Golf Course at 4 p.m.
Boys varsity volleyball plays against Westfield at Madison High School at 5 p.m.
Girls volleyball plays at home against Herndon, freshmen at 5, JV at 6, varsity at 7:15. Field hockey plays away against Oakton, JV at 6:15, varsity at 7:30.
Football plays away against Herndon, freshmen at 5:30, JV at 7. Moving into tomorrow, varsity field hockey plays at home against McLean.
To finish off Friday, varsity football plays at home against Herndon at 7 p.m.
On Saturday, boys and girls cross country has a meet at Burke Lake Park. Good luck to all of our athletes competing.
Come join La Fresa Latina, a club that celebrates and shares Hispanic culture, music, food, and community at their interest meeting today at 3 p.m. in room 286. It's a great place to make friends, learn more about Hispanic traditions, and enjoy a welcoming space where everyone is invited.
There will also be a tech and backstage interest meeting for Chantilly Drama's fall musical, Newsies, today after school in the auditorium from 3 to 4 p.m. All are welcome and no experience is required. Email Mr. Shaw at awshaw@fcps.edu with any questions.
Finally, tryouts for the historic first Chantilly girls flag football team will be here soon. With so little experience to the school, who knows who will be a GFF baller? Before trying out, you'll need an updated physical, which you can find on the school website, and a mouth guard. Cleats are also highly encouraged. The best way to prepare for tryouts is to get a youth-size football to throw and catch on the run. Tryouts will be on Tuesday, September 23rd at 1 p.m. in the stadium, September 24th at 5:30 p.m. behind the stadium. Lastly, the tryout meeting will be on September 25th at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. We're excited to get everyone together to start our team and our legacy. Go Chargers! Before we move on with today's news, we want to take a moment to pause.
Today is September 11th, a day that changed our country forever. Even though most of us weren't alive then, its impact is still felt every single day.
This day marks the 24th year since the tragedy of 9/11. While the students of this school are not old enough to remember this event, the teachers here never forgot.
Yeah, I was a third grader, I think, in Fairhill Elementary School in Falls Church area, Fairfax Falls Church area. I just remember we got an announcement, and then that we were getting picked up. And then when we got home, just the news was on over and over again about the Twin Towers attacks and then the Pentagon and stuff. So
on September 11th, I was a senior in college. I was watching the news, getting ready to go to class, and I remember the news didn't quite know what happened yet, so I went to my first class, learned some more, and then classes were canceled for the day.
I was teaching at Annandale High School. I was actually in a trailer at Annandale High School teaching at that time.
So September 11th happened in 2001, and it was the largest terrorist attack on American soil.
the lore of it, when it happened, was a shock, obviously, and then just everything leading up to, everyone trying to get out, the lives that were lost, and the operations that happened to try to save as many people as we can.
So those of us who lived through 9/11 can remember those days, but since 9/11 has gone, I think it's important to remember that it happened, but to also look at the results of 9/11, because we're looking at it as somebody who lived through it. I can remember that day, I can remember the planes, and I can remember that. But as a historian looking on, I think it's important to remember what happened after 9/11 and looking at some of the results of 9/11.
While 9/11 was a tragedy, Chantilly continues to remember the heroes of that day. This has been Jamie Nowicki and Samten Gupta for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
This morning, we honor the nearly 3,000 lives lost, their families, and the first responders who showed incredible courage.
As we continue with our day, let's carry those lessons of unity, strength, and compassion.
And now, we'll head back into today's news. Will, what's up with our Charger sports this week?
Thanks, Kaylee. I'm Will Mosleski here with all our sports teams' latest scores. Here's what happened. Girls volleyball played at home versus Langley. Varsity lost 0-3, JV lost 0-2, and freshmen also lost 0-2. For more girls volleyball news, 2025 Chantilly alumni Mimi Mambu was named Freshman of the Week for the ACC at Georgia Tech. In other news, freshmen and JV football scrimmaged against West Springfield and lost at both levels. That's all for this week's Sports Roundup. Now back to you, anchors.
We're looking forward to more scores next week. Well, this has been Kaylee Torino
And Carolyn Murphy for the Nightly News, reminding you to stay positive, stay safe, and have a great day.
and we'll see you next week.